Hello, this is an introduction to dynamic self-awareness, but rather than explain what it is, I'm going to give you 3 direct experiences of it. In the first one, I want you to bring something mildly stressful to mind, and I'm going to represent that on this board, okay? So we almost get a sense of that stress as these lines of tension, okay? And as those lines of tension start to increase, we also get this sense of tension in our body. And each of these lines of tension, if you can imagine, has like a charge attached to it. So as these lines increase, that charge increases and we feel it in our body. Now, if we then becomes habitual and we get stuck in this pattern, again, those lines of tension and that charge starts to increase. And I want you to immerse yourself in that for a second and keep that lines of tension and that charge and that pressure and watch what happens when we shift that state. So I call that orientational awareness. And what we're doing, what we're trying to do is bring it back to that neutral state. In the second experience, we're going to explore the idea of how mind leads and body follows. And we're going to use our mind to do it and I want you to get this sense of looking up and down. The smaller the movements you make, the better. But just looking up in your mind and watch what happens. You can feel it also in your body or in your head. Just up and down. So these little micro movements. Then we're going to go left and right. And then forwards and backwards. You should get this sense of each micro movement. There's this slight little adjustment. And finally, we're going to twist to the left and twist to the right. Almost as if there's something in our line of view and we're just trying to look around it. Next, we're going to explore that pressure and that tension again. I want you to start by picturing bringing a sound to mind. And I want you to increase it and decrease that sound. So turn it up and turn it down. Just up and down. Now I want you to bring in that sense of pressure and that tension. And as that level increases, you get this sense of the contraction and that pressure building. And as it goes down, it releases. So it goes up, contracts. As it goes down, releases. Now I want you to bring all those things together and just play around with making those little minor micro adjustments and trying to come back to that center where that pressure and that intensity drops and that pressure releases and expands. And again, we're moving into that neutral state. So I call that directional awareness. And in the third experience, we're going to explore the mind-body connection. So I want you to bring something that you don't like to mind. And in either hand, doesn't matter. I want you to get a sense of what that feels like. Now, rather than name it, we're going to describe it. So bring that thing that you don't like to mind, get a sense of what that feels like and start to describe it. Is it heavy or is it light? Is it like a dark? Is it sticky or is there like a hard or softness to it? Is there a sort of absence or a presence there? Is there a colour? Just get a sense of what that feels like and keep going between the thought and the feeling. Then, in the other hand, we're going to bring something that we do like to mind. And again, we're just going to get an awareness of what that feels like in our hand. And we're going to see if we can describe it again. So is it light? Is it heavy? Is there a sort of a tension to it or a sort of an expansion? Is there a colour attached to it? And again, we're just getting a felt sense of what that feels like, going between the thing that we do like in our mind and that feeling in our hand. And then we're going to go between the two. So the thing you do like and the thing you don't like. Bringing the thoughts to mind, or you might just be able to focus on the sensations. And then finally, we're going to start to bring those two energies together. The thing you don't like and the thing you do like, until they start to blend and become one. Again, this is another way to experience that neutral state. So I call that navigational awareness. all three together, orientation, direction, and navigation, forms the basis of dynamic self-awareness. Follow the link in the description to explore the many different ways that you can apply dynamic self-awareness into your life, including one very specific way that you can use pretty much straight away to stabilize what's happening within you right now, and brings together that sense of presence and peace that you just experienced.